What's up, everybody? It's JT Sports back to you guys with another video. In this video, I'm going to be previewing the New England Patriots halfbacks for the 2019 NFL season. Now, if you guys have a team that you guys want me to preview, make sure to comment that team down below and also the position for that team that you guys want me to preview. And also make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Little NFL videos, NFL content daily. And the New England Patriots, I think they have one of the best halfback groups in the NFL. And this is because all the halfbacks that they have on their roster, they're not limited to just one specific skill. They're all very good in different aspects. Some of them are good lining up as wide receivers and catching passes out the backfield. Some of them are very powerful runners, downhill runners. Some of them are more elusive backs that are slippery. And they all have a different role in this New England Patriots offense. So the New England Patriots, they find ways to get all of these guys involved, at least some of the guys who were on the roster last season. Now, the first guy that we have on this list is SONY MICHEL. Last season, he had 931 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns, and he averaged 4.5 yards per carry. SONY MICHEL was a beast. And I had him on my fantasy football team last year. He was pretty good until he ended up suffering that injury. I believe he suffered an injury versus the Chicago Bears. And then when he came back, he wasn't the same player that he was before the injury, but he was still very solid. In my opinion, I think SONY MICHEL is going to be the lead back for the New England Patriots. He's very powerful. And the only reason why he probably isn't going to why he's probably going to be splitting snaps with all the other New England Patriots running backs. And it really irked me because he was on my fantasy football team, was because he's not really as good as a receiver or catching out the backfield as of all the other New England Patriots running backs. And that really made me mad because I had him on my fantasy football team. And every time I was watching a New England Patriots game, I was like, please don't take him out. Please don't take him out. Here we go, 3rd and 4. They end up taking him out, and they end up inserting a guy like James White or Rex Burkhead or a receiving back. And that really frustrated me. So I really hope during this off season he's working on becoming a better receiver and getting better at catching passes out of the backfield, because when I picked this guy up on my fantasy football team this season and I watch the New England Patriots game, I do not want to see him getting taken out on 2nd down and 3rd down because he's not as good as a receiving back as all the other guys on this roster are. So that's pretty much my only thing that I have negative to say about SONY MICHEL. He's a very good halfback, and I think he's going to be in for a very good season because this New England Patriots offensive line is going to be one of the best in all of football this coming season. Second guy that we have on this list is halfback Rex Burkhead. I believe he missed a couple of games last season, and when he came back, he had a pretty solid role for the New England Patriots. Had 186 rushing yards, didn't have any rushing touchdowns, but he averaged 3.3 yards per carry. Also had 131 receiving yards, 14 receptions, and 1 touchdown. Rex Burkhead is a receiving back, and he has pretty good hands. And the New England Patriots used him very well. And I don't really know what they're going to do with him going forward. I expect him to be in the same role, but I don't know if he's going to get a lot of carries or a lot of touches this season. But I know they're probably going to find some way to get him the ball. Next up, we have one of my favorites on this roster is halfback Nick Brossette. Now, Nick Brossette, undrafted free agent out of LSU. This guy is a very powerful runner. Basically, Leonard Fournette 2.0, but a little bit slower. This guy, when he puts his heads down, this guy is going to get an extra 2-3 yards after every time he ends up coming down to the ground. Very powerful runner. Solid speed, not a burner, not going to burn anybody down the sidelines, but this guy is a very powerful back. And I have a strong feeling that he's going to end up making the New England Patriots roster. And I feel he can actually have a contribution for the New England Patriots because this guy is a very powerful runner. If you guys haven't seen some of this guy's highlights, you guys need to go look it up. He was very good for LSU last season. And I would be shocked if he ended up not making the New England Patriots roster, at least the practice squad, because this guy is a very good power back. And he definitely can have a role in this New England Patriots offense. Next up, we have halfback James White. And last season, he had a very good season. Had 425 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, 4.5 yards per carry. Ended up having 751 receiving yards, 87 receptions, and 7 touchdowns. He's a do-it-all back. He's very elusive. Probably, I would say the fastest halfback on the roster, and he's just a very slippery and elusive back. He's not a power back, but he's just very hard to tackle. He always ends up breaking out of tackles, doing juke moves, spinning out of tackles and stuff like that. He's just very entertaining to watch, and he's one of my favorite running backs in the NFL. And I expect him to keep up the production that he had last season. And the next guy that we have on this list is halfback Damien Harris. Now, I believe that Damien Harris was the best halfback coming out of that Alabama backfield. I think he was better than Josh Jacobs simply for the fact that he can do a lot more than what Josh Jacobs can. He's also very good catching passes at the backfield, which is something that the New England Patriots love to utilize. And he should have a big part or a significant role in this New England Patriots offense. And I could see him probably getting a considerable amount of touches this season behind SONY MICHEL because this guy is also a very powerful back as well. And he also has very good speed on him. And like I said earlier, he has very good hands. So I could see him ended up having a lot of touches. He could end up eventually splitting carries and touches with a guy like Sony Michelle. So it's going to be pretty interesting to find out how the New England Patriots utilize Damien Harris going into this season. Next up, they have halfback Brandon Bolden. Now, he was playing for the Miami Dolphins last season. He had 91 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and was averaging 5.7 yards per carry. I don't really know how the New England Patriots are going to utilize him. All the articles I was reading, they really weren't giving me any answers that I liked. And basically, I'm just going to assume that the New England Patriots signed him for some reason. He used to play for the Patriots a couple of seasons ago, ended up going to the Miami Dolphins, and he didn't really get a lot of opportunities there. So I'm going to be interested to find out how the New England Patriots use him. But overall, I don't even think he'll make the roster because it's just a lot of talented running backs on this roster, and it's not really a considerable trait that he has that really stands out. And I think he probably pretty much won't make the roster for the New England Patriots this season. I don't know. Somebody let me down in the comment section down below. I couldn't really find a lot of information on him. So let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comment section down below. Who is going to be the starting halfback for the New England Patriots when the 2019 season kicks off? Let me know if you guys have any teams that you guys want me to do down in the comment section down below, and comment the position for that team that you guys want me to do. Also, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos and content. And thanks for watching.